Hey guys, welcome back to Raincode. Let's carry on where we left off. We're in pursuit of the truth and we're closing in on Zilch Alexander, the supposed true culprit of the massacre aboard the Amaterasu Express, faking his death by stabbing a pillow, only to swap himself out with Apex Logan's corpse and then reuse that same corpse, or actually reuse the entire carriage of Car 1 as Car 5. It's quite the plot. I don't know how we managed to pull it off, but I suppose we're going to find out eventually. That's what the Mystery Labyrinth is all about. And that explains why Apex's chain was pristine. It's because he slapped the chain on to the corpse that we initially found in the infirmary, so that we could identify it as Apex and as a separate body altogether. So, alright, Shinigami, let's do this. The body was transported along with the entire what? I suspect it's Car. We'll find out once we do another Hangman's Gambit 4.0. New and improved. Poochie's corpse, Apex's corpse, blackout and shaking are the keys available. The body was transported along with the entire car. Where is C? Let me reacquaint myself with the controls on the Switch controller. One more to go. Show it to me. Done. Sheesh, we don't need a full 1 minute 30. Okay, it's been a wild ride so far. This is only chapter 0. I couldn't fathom what exactly happened up until now, but it's starting to make sense once it kind of stewed in my mind after I finished the last episode. So, Zilch, the game is up, my friend. You're working with Amaterasu? I knew you were sus.
That's right.
Didn't peg you as my...
the corpse using the entire first car. That's why the first car was disconnected.
I didn't peg you as my number 1 suspect, but certainly you were number 2, given your lack of forte displayed.
Transported the corpse? With the entire car?
I know, you're a real magician.
Nonsense.
Maybe he lied about his forte. He's evolved. Not looking good. I mean, he is looking dazzling, but not looking good for us.
The first car is at the front of the train.
I have no idea.
Corpse was in the 5th car, in the back.
Even if he managed to move the car.
How do you move it all the way to the rear?
Right, without us noticing, and we were in a tunnel as well, so... you got me. We're gonna figure it out as we go, like Phoenix Wright does in Trial. Except we don't have a medium with us. She's kind of toast.
Master, don't be scared. Lots of villains transform after they've been cornered.
Yeah, except, well, is this his final form? I don't know, and there's something seems to be up with my Switch controller too, and I can't advance the dialogue unless I put it on auto. Let's hope we can keep it up.
Calm down. Stay calm. Think.
We're a detective.
How could you swap the position of the first and 5th cars?
It's a real enigma, this one.
I can answer that. I can solve this mystery once and for all.
How the hell did you do it? I'm gonna need to do like a logic dive here.
Master, earlier when you were talking about the shaking and mentioned the blackout? Blackout
Yes.
only happened once, but the shaking happened twice.
I remember that. Because it was already on the backup control.
It definitely showed 2 separate times. Right before entering the tunnel, and right after leaving it.
What, did he lift the car over the tunnel and it was waiting for us on the other side?
Car was disconnected. But what about the second?
That'll be when it recoupled.
Something happened to the train then, too. The shaking at the end of the tunnel felt similar to when Car 1 disconnected.
How in
There's
the
no
world?
point thinking about it. You're stuck in this labyrinth for all eternity.
That's not true. I can always come out, but I'll be in custody of Amaterasu Corp.
You've got to solve the mystery and defeat him.
Okay,
Your deductions are
final boss time?
thing. Because they're all wrong from the very beginning.
No, I've progressed too far into this labyrinth to be wrong from the very beginning. I can't go back. Alright, managed to restart the old Switch. Controller is operational again, just in time for another reasoning deathmatch. Red herring, route map, distorted plates.
So it shook twice near the tunnel.
All right, let's take a look at our solution keys before we move on. We've got red herring. Zilch's death was just a red herring to hide the truth. Route map of the Amaterasu Express. The train tracks apparently... For fuck's sake. Of course. The train tracks apparently split into 2 lines just before entering the tunnel. That'll teach me. That'll teach me to not review my solution keys. It's apparent now what exactly happened. Okay, car 1 split off onto a different track and recoupled with us at the end of the tunnel. But it's gotta go faster, doesn't it, if it's gonna catch up? No, sorry. No. Because it's going to attach to the back because we're progressing through. Okay, gotcha. Distorted plate, that's gonna come up later on. That's why it was all burned. Okay, it all fits. Route map's probably what we're gonna want to use here. If not the distorted plate. Yes.
Why would that even matter?
What do you mean, why does that matter?
Even if you managed to separate car 1,
You couldn't sneak through
how could it be moved to the rear?
lugging Apex's burnt body.
The train was always running on the same tracks.
Okay, not true.
There's no way to shuffle the train cars around.
This has to be it. Oh god, I was too slow. I was too busy registering.
It's true.
As long as it's running along the same track, car 1 and car 5 can't be swapped.
For now.
Let's look over the info in the solution keys one more time. Maybe there's something you overlooked. Yes, unfortunately,
So
Shinigami, that's exactly what's happened. I can't believe it. I look like a fool.
What of it?
It's okay. It's fine. Let's make up for it by actually rebutting him this time.
Separated around.
Okay, let's rebut quicker this time, instead of waiting for it to come knock us on our ass. Done. I got your number.
No! At that time, not all the cars were moving on the same track.
You took a nice little scenic route, didn't you?
The track that the Amaterasu Express was on separated into double tracks right before entering the tunnel.
I can't believe I missed this. I'm so embarrassed. I've been running on this assumption that we were all on the same track the entire time, and I was like, how the hell did this car get, like, disconnected and then reshuffled?
So by taking advantage of the double tracks, it's possible to switch out the train cars.
Certainly, we're going to have to review our solution keys as we pick them up and as we go through the case. Next time, in Chapter 1, because this is still the prologue, more or less. Alright. Anything to say for yourself? Or are you going to get a rat say it for you? Oh, nice little presentation.
Was before entering the tunnel, which was caused by car 1 separating.
Of course.
After that, the separated car 1 entered the other track, while the rest of the train proceeded on the main track.
But how did he disconnect car 5? That's the problem.
The 2 tracks rejoin after the tunnel. That's where car 1 connected to the end of the train.
I've just realized that, because car 5 is supposed to be locked, right?
This is when the train shook for the second time.
Does that mean... Oh, car 5 was never there at all, because the door was locked, right? When the train was in motion at the beginning. And we know that the doors are locked when the train's in motion to prevent people from disembarking the train prematurely. Okay, that explains it.
The first car moved all the way to the back.
There must have been only 4 to begin with. He must have planned this the entire time. Jeez, you diabolical maniac.
Normally, it's impossible for a single train car to function on its own. But the Amaterasu Express is special.
It's self-driving, and you had the main power to boot.
The control system will supply electricity as programmed and drive the train.
If you had traveled on the dining car, that would be a different story entirely.
But all train cars on the train have motors that run autonomously.
Or never mind, I suppose it would have worked as well.
If each train car can operate autonomously, then car 1 can function on its own.
There goes the theory that they all died in the same car where everything was charred and burned. This guy.
Doesn't that solve everything? It's time you gave up.
He's gonna bring up the fact that car 5 should have been there.
No, that's crazy.
He ain't going down without a fight. There's still so many quote-unquote unresolved mysteries.
Huh? What?
But I think I've got the full picture now. The only question is why? Why did this guy betray us all?
Using your method to rearrange the train cars would connect the first car to the end.
Yes.
Which would leave it behind the 5th car. In other words, it becomes the 6th car, but that doesn't exist.
I'm ahead of you, buddy, I'm afraid.
So, you're telling me you found Avex's corpse in the non-existent 6th car?
Nope, we traveled through 5 cars exactly.
Oh, you're right.
Do you get it? You're the one who's wrong. Everything you've deduced is wrong!
Everything, every tiny detail? You're bullshitting me.
No, I'm not wrong. The truth lies just ahead of us.
That's wrong.
I will prove it to you.
Shinigami looked like she was in total despair just then. Here we go again. Okay.
Try to solve it, lickety-split.
From the start, the Amaterasu Express was a 4-car train. Done. Oh, God. It's so funny how everything comes together once that one missing piece is slotted in. Alright. Got it. That was the one thing that had me befuddled. If you're watching
Maybe the
this
Amaterasu
exclusively,
Express
you know,
doesn't have 5 cars. What if there were only 4 cars to begin with?
you might not have known that there were separate tracks either because I never reviewed the route map solution key.
If that's the case, then to me, car 1 could be made to look like car 5.
We only assumed there were 5 cars because of the map.
Huh? So there weren't 5 cars the whole time, but instead 4?
Exactly. And there was no spare dead body, despite the fact that they were pinging heartbeats and whatnot.
That's why Melanie said the 5th car's door was broken while we were in transit.
But you
'Cause
can't
there was nothing
access
there.
The fifth car, the one at the end. The door appears to be broken and won't open.
It's all about that keyword appears.
So it wasn't broken. The 4th car was actually the farthest one back from the get-go?
I'm sure the real 5th car was left behind at the station when we departed.
Abandoned.
So the train took off with only 4 cars.
And he
There was
knew.
another car 1 at our destination. If it connected upon arrival, then the train would have 5 cars again.
Imagine, though, if I'd just explored a little bit faster. We'd have approached the door, it would have been locked, and then all of a sudden there'd be a bunch of shaking, and the door would open. You know? The game would be up, for sure. You wouldn't need to be a master detective to figure out what happened then.
So the car 1 where I was knocked out became the 5th car at the end of the line. And when I was questioned by the peacekeepers, the car 1 there
Talk about reusing assets.
was another car prepared at the station specifically for this plot.
Gosh.
The real car 1 was waiting at the station's platform, then all the peacekeepers there would have noticed it.
They're all in on it.
So they were all in on it.
Yeah, you stole the words right out of my mouth, Shinigami.
Or you can assume that the peacekeepers themselves were the ones who prepared the other car 1.
Which is the same as them being in on it, Kokohead. Thank you very much.
If there was another car 1, then there would be something that sets it apart from the original car 1. For example, the way the window glass was broken in the infirmary would be different from how I broke it.
That's true.
You mean when you used the fire extinguisher to smash the infirmary's window? So they knew you would do that? That's how they were able to imitate it in the new car 1?
But they wouldn't be able to imitate it exactly. And that's where their downfall is.
I think I was set up to reach for that fire extinguisher.
God, these guys.
The fire extinguisher was left in a conspicuous spot in the hallway. They wanted me to use it to break the window.
Play this like a damn fiddle. You'd think that the fire extinguisher was there just because everyone else was burned to a crisp and the fire extinguisher could have put them all out because otherwise they'd still be on fire, right? I still can't believe that the
That's how I
fire
pulled off swapping the 1st and 5th cars while in transit.
for each person was localized, like to the beds, to Melanie just in the dining car. Like it didn't spread whatsoever. Interesting.
It was all a trap to set me up as the culprit. Isn't that right?
Zilch Alexander,
Filch?
or whoever you are. What an appropriate name, because you're nothing.
Right! We're almost there! Let's catch this culprit!
So it's all well and good that we resolved the mystery, but how do we get away with this in the real world? Do we need to find him? Is he still hiding under the infirmary bed? And if so, I mean, who's going to take him into custody? The peacekeepers are on his side. Unless there's irrefutable evidence, I suppose they'll have no choice. Okay. Must be getting close to the end now.
Very impressive.
Alright, not bad for a
For seeing your potential.
first case or zero case.
Strange. It doesn't feel like I'm learning this stuff. More like I'm remembering it.
Almost like I was destined to be a master
Maybe I
detective.
was even a high-ranking detective in a WDO.
I don't know about that.
There was no time for bragging. You still gotta catch him.
I mean, we traded our memories for this power, right? So we can't have been that amazing. Otherwise, we wouldn't need this. Unless you wanted company, Shinigami's. Well, let's appreciate her partnership. She's fun to have around.
Everything feels different here.
Yes. Like, we're outside.
This is just the calm before the storm. Be careful. We don't know what's gonna happen next.
There are no floating cows here.
You know, making the first car look like the fifth was a really big trick to pull off.
Talk about another convoluted murder.
I'm surprised the train cars could disconnect and reconnect so smoothly.
It wasn't entirely
The
smooth.
train's automatic operating system must have had it programmed before we departed.
Even the trick with the swapping train car?
Still, this was an extreme Batman's gambit.
It had to have been done automatically.
So much could have gone wrong.
Well, it'd be easy for Amaterasu. They own the train.
That's
Shinigami can't decide
what
which
I'm
side she wants to
worried
float
about.
on.
Even if I obtain the truth here, won't they just ignore what I say and arrest me anyway?
Exactly.
I keep telling you not to worry about it. As long as you have the truth, the culprit can't escape.
Are you kidding me?
Why are you so sure of
Is
that?
he gonna be like lassoed or something? Is he gonna get ejected out from the train? What the hell's going on here? Alright.
What is this?
His heart. It's a fortress. We're gonna need to bust our way through.
Looks like a fort to me. With this kind of protection, I bet the truth is in there for sure. You just have to destroy it.
You want me to destroy the truth? Isn't that the antithesis of what I'm supposed to be doing? I'm meant to be finding it and salvaging it.
So the truth is here.
You can't have the truth.
Oh, you're not gonna allow it?
It's impossible to destroy this fortress. Just give up and leave.
I refuse.
Whenever a culprit takes a last stand like this, you know we're just a step away from unriddling this labyrinth.
Let's do it. Let's
Master,
unriddle it.
time to show him how dangerous you really are. After all, he did try to set you up.
Yeah. Shoulda killed me and had someone else take the fall.
I'm not worried about that right now. We're so close to the truth.
Maybe Poochie would have been a good one to stay alive because what good is... Oh, I suppose should be able to hear Zilch and his plans hiding underneath the infirmary. Maybe Melanie would have been a good person to keep alive because all our clothes would have been burned. She wouldn't be able to wear them. She wouldn't be able to contact us.
We gotta do this.
It's boom kill time.
Let's do it. Let's boom kill his ass. I'm coming for you, Zilch. Pepper your anus. Okay. What's happening? Whoa! I see. He's just parked his fort. Well. Is this like our final summary of what happened, where we bust through all the walls? I'm hoping for another, like... What's going on? This is what I was hoping for? Yeah. Alright. Well, Shinigami just got bigger than she already is. God Shinigami. I was hoping for maybe like another...
Tutorial corner.
like, you know, comic strip that we get in Danganronpa, because that was always one of my favorite parts. Just summarizing the case and just looking at the artwork as we discern what actually happened. To overcome the lost stand of a phantom, tear through all obstacles with a mega-sized god. G-O-D, Great Onset Destroyer, me. Okay, we're doing it.
Do this, Master!
Jeez, nothing phases her. She's taking a run for it. Kick, tackle, jump. Alright.
Whoa!
Whirl the buttons again. God Shinigami Iron Ball. Blast away the gigantic iron balls released from a Phantom's fortress with a corresponding kick.
Head stuffy!
When an obstacle closes in and the screen slows down, press the button to attack.
What?
Missing the input timing means failure and taking damage, so be careful.
I won't let you have the truth.
Okay, well, that didn't work out.
I see.
Destroy huge walls when they suddenly appear with a corresponding tackle. Again, when the screen slows down, press the button to attack. But again, missing the timing means failure. Try not to take damage.
Go away. Give up and scram.
Alright, as soon as the screen slows down, I suppose. Jump to avoid the thorns that suddenly appear from the ground. When the screen slows down, press the button to jump. Be careful here too, because mistiming it means failure and taking damage. Okay, gotcha. A, Y, and B.
Deduction is wrong. Go away.
Are you just gonna throw these generic statements at us?
Don't come near me.
Whoops.
Don't come any closer. Stop.
Gotta remember which
Watching
buttons.
the first and fifth cards is just your imagination.
I don't have time to listen to your crap.
Faceless
I'm
lie.
busting through.
There's no evidence they ever swapped.
No evidence they ever swapped. Destroy the wall with a solution key.
Check!
There are obstacles that even God-me can't destroy without a solution key.
Hurry up and decide!
Open up the solution key window, pick a key that contradicts the Phantom statement, and boom slash it with Master's Solution Blade. Okay. It'll be bloodstains on interior lock.
Key to smash through the wall, Master!
There's no evidence they ever swapped. Only Car 5 was burned so excessively. Well, it's not gonna be what I said it was. It's gonna be distorted plate here.
You're wrong. Huh? Come on.
Yeah! Oh, so much for a key. We're just busting through with our
There are
scythe.
traces of a swap. The warped plate from Car 5. The reason that plate was burned so thoroughly is because originally it said Car 1. Left as it was, it would have messed up your plot to make Car 1 look like Car 5.
Maybe next time don't have identifiers on your
That's why
cars.
you made extra sure it was burned beyond recognition.
Sheesh, she only had limited time to pull this off. As soon as it decoupled, he had to set fire to everything. Okay, here we go.
That's nonsense. I burned the plate to disguise it?
Yes, you doofus!
No, I didn't do that.
What'd you do then?
Stop!
Alright, yeah, we're coming for you now. Nothing can stop me.
Get away! Get away!
I'm acquainted with switch controls now.
Fully burned. But with it burned, you have no way of knowing what number car it was.
I just don't have time to read your bullshit. I'm gonna have to listen to it.
So there's nothing backing up your deduction. You have no hard evidence proving that location was the first car.
Oh yeah? Let's find out, shall we? Destroy the entire
Looks
fortress
like we need another solution key to
with a
boot
solution
it.
key.
Good luck, Master!
You have no hard evidence proving that location was the first car. It's not gonna be knife and corpse. It'll probably be bloodstain on interior lock. Yep, it will.
There is proof! The bloodstain on the inner lock of the infirmary in Car 5! The culprit probably didn't notice it,
Because it was locked
but I remember. It's my blood!
from when I cut myself trying to open the window, or open the door through the window.
What?
When I was trying to get into the infirmary in Car 1, I cut my finger on the glass.
Like a total klutz. But maybe I did it on purpose.
When I reached through to unlock the latch, I must have gotten blood on it. But that bloodstain would have been hidden while the interlock was open. That's probably why the culprit missed it. My blood, which was left behind in Car 1, was found in Car 5. This proves that someone pulled off the car switching trick.
Well, what do you have to say for yourself?
The truth of the case.
Done. One final objection. I can't wait to see what happens to you in the real world, you jackass. Or was that just like level 1? Because there's still some more of the fortress behind him Nope, we're done. Pack it up.
I'm not done yet!
Looks like you are.
What? He's still going? Let us boom kill you already!
I don't see any straws for him to grasp at anymore. He's got something up his sleeve.
If Car 1 became Car 5, then where did the culprit supposedly hiding in the infirmary go? You had to have checked the 5th car, but the culprit wasn't there.
Where did you go? I guess I'll just have to point it out.
The culprit must have been hiding somewhere in the 5th car. Probably someplace safe.
Yeah, well, it's certainly not someplace dangerous. Spot selection. Where was Zilch hiding? The train door? No. Main control room A. I suspected he would be, but for whatever reason, Kokohead was like, nope, no one could be hiding in there. Restroom? No, I would have checked there. It's certainly not safe. Infirmary? Not safe either, because I would have examined it. Connecting door? Can't open, because there's nothing on the other side. I'm gonna go for main control room A.
Here.
Still suspect. It was locked after all, and I couldn't see anyone when I looked in. Obviously, I wasn't looking hard
The
enough.
culprit was hiding inside the main control room, which was locked shut the entire time. I didn't have the key, so I could never have gotten inside.
And my eyes suck.
I bet the culprit moved there from the infirmary while Car 1 was running on the 2nd track.
Well, they also needed to take shelter from the fire that was burning up the main carriage, so...
If the train's management company, Amaterasu Corporation, was involved, the culprit may have had the key. And then they hid in a blind spot I couldn't see from the window. That's how they got past me.
Oh, God, I called that from the very beginning.
No, it's not me. I'm not the culprit.
Well, I don't see anyone else around because they're all dead.
Great detective work. I'd call that a critical hit. He seems like he's barely standing. All that's left is to finish him off.
Go on, Shinigami, step on him. Wait, no, he might enjoy that. I'll just boom kill him myself.
Finish him off? How do I do that?
Fatality. Backwards, forwards, YB.
Shove all your evidence into the solution blade and slash as hard as you can.
All my evidence? Okay. That's a lot of keys. About to enter your rectum, sir. Whoa. Here we go. I knew there had to be something. Deduction denouement. Let's wind this down.
Time to expose this crime. The cheats and everything.
I love it. It's my favorite part. Deduction denouement. The deduction denouement is where the truth is made clear by thinking through all the deductions up until that point.
Answer's somewhere inside your head, Master.
Place the correct piece in the corresponding deduction gap to reveal the truth.
This is the clincher.
Locked pieces can be opened by solving mysteries, so keep it up, up, up.
There's only one truth.
Once every gap is filled with a piece, a finale revealing all mysteries will be unveiled. Everything has been leading to this moment. Gotcha. All right. Here we go. We're, of course, going right to left here. We left the lost and found. Where did Yuma rush to? Well, we rushed to the train station, of course. So this is kind of like B3s where we got some panels locked behind others. Car number plates. We've got knife and cushion. Apex's body. Amaterasu Express. That'll come here. Cool. Alright. We made it onto the train. Barely boards of the train. Alright. What was used to put the detectives to sleep? It would have been the coffee. I don't think I've got that unlocked yet. I think it's fine, because I'm pretty sure it'll play out after we filled everything up, but yeah. Looks like Melanie drank the liquor, everyone else drank coffee. What was used as a red herring? That would be the knife stabbed in the pillow. Goodness. Carries Apex's body to the infirmary. What was used to break the window? That would be the fire extinguisher. Alright. God, how dodgy he looks. Have I got the coffee unlocked just yet? No, that's the blackout. That's... oh, there we go. Knockout drug. Spiked. Everything was spiked. Okay, so we're gonna look for the pink tiles. That's where we've got incomplete items. Where was the culprit hiding? Oh man, this is so sensitive. Under the bed. We're squishing all these. What was the culprit doing in the main control room? He was disconnecting the train. Alright. Over here we've got what happened when car 1 was detached. There was a blackout. I saw that over here. 4 to go. What happened after exiting the tunnel? That would have been attachment to car 1. What's up here? What did the culprit burn? Well, the entirety of car 1. Ah. God. Done. Car number plate. Specifically. To prevent identification. Which body was found lost? That would have been Apex's corpse. So he really did die. His spaghetti hair was no more. Even though it would have looked like overcooked pasta. Whoa. Zilch. Who is the culprit? It's you, buddy. Still hiding in the control room as I was running for my life. Mystery unraveled. Play it for me.
Step right up, step right up.
Shinigami.
Master detectives slain before their time, and Amaterasu Corporation has master in their sights. Truth bombs are about to be dropped. Time for the deduction denouement.
The incident unfolded aboard the Amaterasu Express, which was on its way to Kanai Ward. I rushed onto the train as it was about to depart. At that time, the train was made up of 5 cars.
Oh, it's the more advanced version of the comic. I like it.
Fast asleep in the lost and found, Master. If you'd kept snoozing, the case would never be solved.
Well, I mean, it had to have been, because there would be no one in the frame, right?
When the train started moving, it was only 4 cars long. The 5th and final one was left at the station.
Sad car 5. Abandoned.
So, the culprit's scheme had already begun.
So he knew that I'd snuck aboard? They knew that there would be 6 people aboard the train in the end? Or was he always going to frame one person at the very least, I guess?
Meaning Amaterasu Corporation was involved from the get-go.
On the train, the master detectives were gathered together in car 2. That was the dining car.
Well, most of them were master detectives. There was one imposter among them.
And the culprit had already mixed a knockout drug into every drink there.
What a blatant sabotage.
The culprit was the first person on the train, so they could prepare in advance and wait for everybody else.
That's more likely. Surely someone would have noticed otherwise.
I felt unwell, and Melanie went to the trouble of pouring me a coffee. But after drinking it, I started to feel drowsy.
That's not what coffee's meant to do.
I was hearing things at the time and thought that I might be seriously ill. But it was actually the drug.
And you, Shinigami.
Oh, so you thought yours truly was responsible? Sticks and stones won't do much to a deaf god, but slander stings.
That's how I sip my coffee. Tilt my head all the way back.
But sent me off to car 1 in order to frame me as the killer.
I'm sure the culprit didn't expect you to get sick, Master, but since you look like a super easy target, they probably changed their plan and went after you instead.
Cool. I made myself look like a wounded wolf.
Once I'd left, the other master detectives must have fallen asleep because of the drugged drinks.
The culprit then burned everyone to death,
Sheesh. That was a bit unnecessary, wasn't it?
setting all those master detectives on fire. On purpose. What a psycho.
I think we could take solace at the very least that they were all knocked out when it happened, because being set on fire while you're conscious and alive would just be not a good time. And I'd feel for these guys tremendously
This was
more.
when the culprit put their plan to frame me into motion. First, They carried Aphex's charred corpse to the infirmary in car 1.
The very first body we found.
Then they deliberately left a fire extinguisher near the restroom I was sleeping in.
What's he looking at? The surveillance camera? Just like, hey, I did a good job, didn't I?
This was done to prompt me into smashing the door later.
Gotta have someone get inside somehow, or else nobody would find the body.
Next, the culprit entered the infirmary, locked the door, and laid down on the bed with Aphex's charred corpse.
Kinky.
Jumping into bed with a charred corpse. And here I thought chivalry was dead.
He also had a spare set of glasses.
What a gentleman. I'm actually a little jealous.
Okay.
The knife and cushion created the red herring.
I can always set myself on fire, Shinigami, and we can sleep together like that.
Hell of a way to pretend to be dead.
Furthermore, the culprit set the room on fire just as I was waking up.
Let's be glad he didn't stab a Monokuma plushie. Had his hand through it.
I felt someone come into the restroom. They must have seen me then and timed it.
When I woke up in the restroom and went into the hallway, car 1 was beginning to fill with smoke.
Oh, that's some precise timing.
I caught a glimpse of Zelch in the infirmary, with a knife lodged in his chest.
But it didn't take long for the smoke to obscure everything.
That was when the culprit took out Aphex's burnt corpse, switched places with it,
Truly smoke and mirrors.
and waited for me to enter the room while hiding beneath the bed.
It's just like a magic trick, switching places under a veil of smoke.
If only I had the forte of hearing people, I'd hear him shuffling along underneath the bed.
Meanwhile, I found the fire extinguisher on the floor, smashed the window,
And cut myself.
unlocked the room, and went inside.
Just like the culprit planned. And that's why they left the fire extinguisher there in the first place.
Too bad they didn't plan for my clumsiness.
After the smoke cleared, I found Zelch's body, burnt to a crisp. At least, that's what I thought. The charred corpse was actually Aphex. The culprit had me completely fooled.
Sure did.
That must be why they picked the time-consuming method of roasting someone to death. Plus, the body was about the right size.
I bolted out of car 1 after seeing the corpse.
And he just stared at my ass as I ran out.
The culprit
Watching me
was
leave.
under the bed at that time. Huh.
He didn't even cover himself fully. The bastard.
They probably laughed at you from there, watching everything unfold like they planned.
I went on to discover the charred corpses of the other master detectives. Around that time, the culprit came out from under the bed and went to the main control room in car 1. Controlling the train from there, they detached car 1.
That caused the blackout and shaking, and the power source was switched over to the backup system.
Right.
So when the train shook, was there or was there not jiggling in my glass? Take a guess.
I didn't draw that part, I'm afraid.
While the detached car 1
Completely
was running on
ignores
a
her.
separate track, the culprit went to work, preparing to disguise car 1 as car 5.
What about the jiggling?
Don't worry about the jiggling. There'll be plenty of time to determine that later on.
First, Aphex's corpse was carried to the corridor, and the necklace removed earlier was placed back on.
Yeah.
Then the car 1 number plate was burned so that it couldn't be properly identified.
God, this guy's a real pyromaniac for a nature lover.
With everything in place, the culprit went into the main control room, locked the door, and waited for the train cars to reconnect.
And at this time, the culprit was riding in car 1 on the other track, right?
Yeah, the train, which was only cars 2, 3, and 4 at the time, remained on course.
Since we were in a tunnel, I didn't even realize car 1 was moving alongside us.
That's true. We wouldn't be able to look out the window and see Apex pulling off his grand plan.
The train we were on went through the tunnel with only 3 cars. When it came out of the tunnel, the car with the culprit in it attached to car 4. Now behind car 4, that car became car 5.
The swap was pre-programmed into the train's automatic operating system, right?
Yep, all to set me up.
Technology sure is convenient.
The culprit, riding in car 1, attached it to the back of car 4.
Damn, I was about to thrust right into the back there.
That caused more shaking, but there was no blackout this time because the power supply stayed the same.
Additional shaking occurred inside my blouse, but the power stayed on.
After that, I mistook car 1 for car 5 and walked right in. The culprit wrecked it so much I didn't even notice the door I had smashed when I was in car 1 before.
God, he must be cackling like a maniac in the main control room. I would be.
In some kind of brawl. But that was part of the culprit's plan, wasn't it? Also, no one would realize was actually car 1.
When I found the corpse, I deduced that it was Aphex from the necklace it had on. But I was just rediscovering the same charred corpse from car 1.
Reusing assets. I love
The
it.
disguised corpse and the car switch completely fooled me.
Using a dead body? Oh, that's a despairingly brilliant idea!
But what's with the stab wound? Because initially, the knife went through the pillow, right? There was no need for Aphex to have a stab wound, was there? Unless I'm missing something completely?
When the train arrived in Kanai Ward, it connected to a different, prearranged car 1.
Maybe to just make it look like there was a brawl there. Hence why the infirmary was set up the way it was.
And with that, the train once again had 5 cars. So much attaching and detaching. What a stupid, crazy, elaborate trick!
Yep.
The peacekeepers were lying in wait at the station. As the sole survivor, I was set up as the one responsible for the murders.
Sole survivor, quote unquote.
And Amaterasu was in on it. That really turns me on.
Wait, what? No, it shouldn't be turning you on.
You mean pisses me off, right?
Because it pisses me off. These assholes.
During that time, the culprit stayed hidden in the main control room of the disguised car 1 and waited for the peacekeepers to haul you in, Master. They were right there at the scene.
Technically, you should still be in there.
Warn all the master detectives, the culprit faked their own death and tried to frame me as the killer. It was a cunning, cold-blooded scheme.
Despite how much heat was involved.
Who committed these countless contemptible crimes is none other than... Zilch Alexander!
It was you!
Hello! Don't piss yourself now. I think Shinigami's come to collect you. You may or may not enjoy it. Here it comes. I forgot I was meant to thrust this right into you. Oh god. I've exorcised him.
Is that it?
Is it over?
What's this?
It's the truth. It's the soul of the true culprit who made this mystery labyrinth.
Oh god. His soul? What am I gonna do with this?
The soul of the true culprit. Wait, what am I supposed to do with this?
Keep it in a jar, I think. Or a trophy cabinet.
Now it's time for the main event.
You're gonna suck his soul up?
Here we go. It's my time to shine.
I'm scared. Oh, is this gonna be like an execution?
Surging bloodlust. Overflowing despair.
She said the D word.
Brilliant soul of Shinigami. Shall expunge this cursed case. Death to all deplorables. To the final mystery labyrinth.
Gosh, how can she make this look so magical? And dark. Well, it was certainly dazzling and pretty. Hopefully that hurt a lot more than being burned alive, you dick. Back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity.
Huh? We're back?
Hey.
What are you talking about now? Your spirit shouldn't be broken yet.
This guy's behind me. What a hug.
Will take care of you. We have all the time in the world.
Huh?
Wait, what? No! I solved the mystery!
Shinigami, where are you? Nothing here's changed. What's going on?
By take care of me, you mean they're gonna escort me to my penthouse suite at the local hotel, right? Because everything's kosher? We're all good?
Shinigami, are you listening?
Shinigami, stop pillaging his damn soul and come back to me!
Get him!
Wait, I know who the culprit is.
What?
It's Zilch. He's still alive. He framed me.
He's right in there! At the back of the train! Surely he didn't slink away like a skunk.
What are you talking about? He's already dead.
Well, you hesitated for a second there.
Huh? But...
Shut up! This is not up for discussion. What a waste of time.
What do you mean a waste of time? Time's been frozen for quite some time.
Take him away!
Shinigami, where did you go? This isn't what's supposed to happen.
Oh no!
I'm right here!
There you are. My gosh.
You're so cute when you panic, so I had to enjoy the view for a bit.
Oh, how dare you? I'm master, okay? You do what I say.
Stop playing around. Why hasn't the situation changed at all?
He must be hallucinating. Taking him down shouldn't be a problem.
And yet you haven't done it yet, sir. So there's that.
Take him away!
How many times do you have to give this order? Oh,
What? He's dead?
is he now?
Looks like it's over.
Huh? What's over? Shinigami, what's going on?
Well, I mean, he's supposed to be dead, isn't he? So there's that.
There's always a price to pay. When I reap the soul of the true culprit, the mystery labyrinth created by the culprit is destroyed.
I knew she sucked it up.
But as a price, the source that created the mystery labyrinth also perishes.
The source perishes?
We executed him.
Don't tell me.
But he's the only person who could clear my name.
That's right, the true culprit dies.
Then that report saying Zilch, the true culprit, was dead.
And that solves today's mystery. The true culprit is as dead as a doornail.
Right, but there's still the question of me being arrested.
You're now innocent and free to go, Master. A happy ending. Roll credits.
There's nothing happy about this. Zilch died because I solved the mystery, right?
This contrast of a fist-pumping Shinigami and Kokohead looking absolutely floored.
Huh? He was a dangerous murderer who killed 4 master detectives. He deserved to die.
He definitely did, yeah. I'm not protesting. I'm just worried about my own status.
I mean, I don't think I'm completely free to go. Not even with Zilch being dead.
In that case, say exactly what I'm about to tell you to that gilded idiot over there.
Okay, I'll pass on the message.
Okay. Swank, did you just receive a report that Zilch was dead?
How did you know that?
I can lip read. For some reason, there's a bit of a delay between the dialogue spoken and your mouth moving, so that gave me extra time.
I thought so. If he was alive until moments ago, that changes things about this case.
I guess not everyone burned to death, after all.
Someone who died in front of my eyes, was alive. This is clearly an attempt by the culprit to disguise the truth. Don't tell me the Peacekeepers lied to try to cover up what really happened.
Yeah, they wouldn't do that, would they? They're loyal employees of Amaterasu.
You didn't try to frame an innocent person, did you?
Oh, that would be no bueno.
What? You think you can weasel your way out of this? You better not forget you're in Kanai Ward now. You're powerless before the might of the Amaterasu Corporation.
No, I didn't mean...
Oh, is that what Shinigami told me to say here?
Hey, don't surrender so easily. You were so close.
Keep feeding me the script. What's the next line?
That does it! You're under arrest! Listen, you got no right to remain silent, and you got no right to call a lawyer either! Take him away!
For the 5th time! Someone just take me away, please! There we go.
Oh, wait! Hold on just a second! Hey, excuse me.
Gosh.
Do you have a minute?
You!
It's
all
Hagakure.
good. Let's stop all the fighting.
Wow.
We both have to follow orders from the higher-ups, so let's not do anything that causes unnecessary tension.
He's really grown up.
Falsifying evidence and testimonies is a drag when it comes time to do the paperwork, right? It's tough keeping things consistent. Just forget about all that and leave it to me, yeah? You know, I saw that the true culprit was alive and well just a bit ago.
Uh-oh.
What?
If you let us go, I'll cook something up in my report to the World Detective Organization. You don't want trouble, right? If the WDO floods this joint because of you. Your punishment might be kind of brutal. So, you know what to do. Leave things well enough alone, as they say.
I'd listen to him.
Let's go!
He's just like, all that planning for nothing. Fuck! God! I even set the car up and everything.
Thank goodness that worked out.
Yeah, right?
Who is he?
And can I bunk with him?
Beats me?
Oh, boy. We're still on chapter 0. Oh, God. Well, I don't suppose I can go see his body. That's okay. I don't need to see what it looks like after Shinigami's done with him. I can only imagine he died happy, though. Boston got more than what he deserved.